Hi, so this is a video all about using up ingredients that you already have in your house. Since it's the new year, I still have a couple of things left over from the big meals that were cooked from New Year's and Christmas. One of those things that I have been wanting to use up for a while now are potatoes. And these potatoes, I've had them in my pantry for quite some time. You can tell by the sprouts that they are sort of growing on the sides. And I also had a bag of carrots that I needed to also use up, as well as these peeled garlics and a random half onion that were hanging out in the fridge. And so I'm very glad that all of these items last well in the fridge and or pantry. I thought I should just use them up for the first meal prep of the year. And what I did was I defrosted some ground beef. This is like my go-to meal prep dish that I always make. And you can call it whatever you want, picadillo, literally just ground beef and veggies. It's so easy to make, and you are able to use up any sort of vegetables that you have on hand. And just to up the vegetable content in this dish, I went ahead and added some frozen celery I had bought when it was on sale at Walmart during the holidays. Chopped everything up. I took off all the sprouts growing up on the potatoes, cooked it all up together, and I was able to meal prep for my husband because he returned back to work and he needs something to eat during lunch. So I meal prepped for him. There are about 4 plates ready to go for him just to take to work, heat it up and eat it. I also went ahead and added some frozen lentils to up the nutritional content of the plates. For my plates, I added about 1 cup of cabbage to each plate. I had some left over from the pozole I had made on New Year's. It's a pretty decent meal. You get pretty full. You get your veggies in there, you get your protein, and you also I also cooked up some rice to go along with it. So it ended up being a pretty good start off to the year by this quick meal prep that you can make anytime. My husband never gets tired of it because especially you can mix up the veggies, add in some different kinds of sauces. But yes, it could also be more soupy depending on the amount of tomatoes if you use tomatoes on it. So this idea is a really great way to make a quick meal prep in which you can have your veggies, have your protein, and also have some sort of rich carbohydrate that can help you feel full for longer throughout the day. So that was the first meal prep of the year. So a couple of days ago, I had made some pozole, and it's time that I freeze up what my leftovers were. I'm gonna leave enough for tonight for me and my husband, and the rest I'm just gonna put them in little freezer bags, and I'm going to pre-portion them as well. What I'm doing right now is about 2 cups per bag. That's about how much we're eating per serving, 2 cups. These are ready to go to my chest freezer. I'm gonna freeze them flat. That way they're easier to defrost in the fridge. They won't take so much time defrosting because they'll be flat and they won't be in this like huge ball. So these are ready to go into the freezer. So to use up some leftover yogurt and grapes I had sitting in my fridge from the new year, I decided to make a quick snack and or breakfast to use both of these up at the same time. And I also added a serving of cereal, some hemp seeds, and walnuts for more satiety, and a drizzle of honey for the added sweetness. So that is it for this video. I will be making more videos like this, just kind of like a realistic what I have been doing personally throughout throughout my week, what I use, how I use my leftovers, the kinds of meals that I cook, because I'll have pre-planned them out. I'll have thought about what I can do with the leftover ingredients, how I can make another meal out of the ingredients that I used from the previous meal, obviously using ingredients that last well in the fridge or pantry, just like you saw in this video. I like to take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, kind of do like a sequence of meals in which I can just use up ingredients that I have on hand. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect. Sometimes I'll have to either freeze them or just think of an unorthodox way to consume them, just so that food doesn't go bad. And most of the time it doesn't get to that point. I will have bought exactly the amount that I need, and I will not overbuy something that goes bad that I know doesn't freeze well. So this is the kind of content you can expect to see in the upcoming videos that I make. So it's really just like a weekly meal prep sort of vlog that I will try to run on this channel. So please give me a like, subscribe, and share my videos if you are interested in this kind of content. Bye.